Hey folks, it's Renee here once again from Revv Evolution. I'm here at the Wired Monkey with my good buddy Haslee. As I mentioned before, it's always great to start up a day with a nice cup of coffee. So Haslee, what have you prepared for me today, man?
So Wired Monkey is known to have their own customized blends, so blends from Brazil, Kenya and Honduras. So with each cup, you get flavors of stone fruit, chocolate and red dates. So come on, try it out.
Right, and what I really need in the morning especially is a nice strong cup of coffee to keep me going throughout the day, and Haslee really prepares a great cup of coffee. And while we're here at the Wired Monkey, I kind of brought along with me the Asus ZenFone 4 Max. So I'm going to give you guys a review on this smartphone in just a bit. So we have the all-new ZenFone 4 Max. The ZenFone 4 Max is basically the new entry-level smartphone basically from Asus. Asus, of course, have introduced a whole new range of ZenFone 4, and this particular handphone that they have emphasizes battery life. That's right, battery life, which I think everybody can relate to, especially if you're using a smartphone with all those applications running. You need something that can really last you for quite a bit. And with its huge battery life, basically battery capacity of 4,100 milliamps, it is really, I think, one of the most, I would say, long-lasting handphones out there in the market. And in terms of space itself, the ZenFone 4 is a 32 gigs on board, and it supports up to 256 gigabytes of an SD card. So if you, like me, take a lot of pictures and you want to put lots of stuff on your phone, you can actually buy the maximum upgrade of a SD card, which happens to be 256. The good news is you can actually get 100 gigabytes free on Google Drive, all right? So you can actually save lots of your stuff on the cloud, which, by the way, I also do as well. The ZenFone 4 comes with a 5.2-inch screen with a curved glass, which I think is really great because of edges, right? It's got a capacitive touch panel with up to 10 points, multi-point, which I think, as you know, the more multi-points that a phone has, you have better kind of a control over the phone. In terms of the processor that is running, it's running on the Snapdragon 425 mobile platform with a 64-bit quad-core processor. All right, so if you're not familiar with it, just know that this phone is good. All right, okay. In terms of memory-wise, on board it comes with 3 gigabytes of storage, and the other thing moving on will be cameras, which is something that I believe everybody, and I mean everybody, is using, especially you take lots of pictures and videos, all right? So the camera itself is a 16 megapixel cameras at the front, and for the rear we have another 16 megapixels, which I think really honestly, it gives you really great quality pictures if you're talking about doing anything from Instagram to taking pictures out with the family. All right, our front-facing camera, we have an 8 megapixel camera, which I think is good enough. And if you're looking to do lots of video recording, which everybody does, by the way, it records in 1080p or full HD. All right, and it comes with, in terms of modes, there's a Pixel Master camera mode. You got the Pixel Master camera, you got the beauty mode. All right, there's also things like your auto mode with also high definition or HDR features, which you can actually also use. There's also something which I think is quite good to have, which is the selfie panorama. All right, if you love taking those panoramic pictures, especially if you're traveling overseas, you got some really great scenery and you want to take a nice panoramic picture, this phone can do it as well. There's also GIF animation, which you can also use on the phone. In terms of wireless capability, well, that's nothing new to everybody. There's also Bluetooth, and in terms of other things that you can actually put on the phone itself, it comes with that dual SIM cards or triple slots, which means you can actually mount 2 SIM cards on your phone, including 1 SD slot. So you've got 3 slots, 2 for your micro SIM, which means you don't have to keep on swapping out SD cards while you're traveling, SIM cards while you're traveling. You just can put 2 cards in and kind of do a switch from either SIM card that you want to use. In terms of sensors wise, as I mentioned before, the more sensors it has, the better it is. There's also a front fingerprint sensor, which means you can actually lock your phone with your thumb or whichever finger you want to dedicate as your lock screen. Okay, lots of other features on the phone itself. We have things like your e-compass. There's also a proximity sensor. There's ambient lighting. We also have an indicator light, and also it lets you know about how much battery life is left on your phone. And one thing that Asus is kind of promotes about this phone is the fact that it has fast charging capabilities. All right, fast charging means that usually when you plug in your phone, it takes a whole long time to get charged. Well, with this Asus ZenFone 4, it actually has fast charging capabilities. And with a standby time, according to Asus, up to 37 days. That's right, 37 days. And if you put it on a 4G, it goes up to 31 hours, and you got about close to 101 hours of music playback. So that's really lots of talk time and entertainment that you can have with your phone. And if you also happen to be surfing the net, you do lots of browsing and stuff like that, the battery life can actually last you up to 21 hours. All right, so that's basically some technical information about the phone for you. So let's kind of talk more about the phone itself in terms of its design and looks and displays and everything else. In terms of design, well, I think it's based on it's a nice gives you a nice form factor, because I personally love a phone that has big screen, which gives you lots of area, especially to browse the internet, because if it's with a smaller screen, I believe you can't really see much. So design itself, it's nice and slim. It's got that really nice kind of feel to it. Really feels solid in your hand, and with the display, which gives you, as I mentioned, HDR quality, it's really more than enough for you to use, whether it's for your surfing or for even your browsing and a whole other bunch of stuff. In terms of performance-wise, I think as a basic smartphone, which Asus is really promoting this as, it's really good enough for anybody to use. In terms of what functionality, if you're looking to play games and everything else, well, you might look somewhere else. But in terms of using this as a handphone itself, I think this phone really does the job. And and I think the strongest thing about this phone that Asus is promoting is the fact that the battery is powerful enough for you to actually charge another handphone. That's right, you can actually charge another handphone via the cable, that normal USB cable. So if your other handphones happens to be weak, this phone, because of its the strength of its power, can actually charge another phone. And the most, I think, another attractive thing about this phone itself is the price. It's only going like for $400+, and I think for the price factor and all the amount of technology and the whole battery life that you're getting out of this phone, it really is a fantastic phone for anybody to use if you're looking for something you're looking for an affordable smartphone. Well, folks, that I believe kind of wraps up our review or presentation about the smartphone, the Asus smartphone. So if you want to find out more about the Asus ZenFone 4 Max, head on over to any of your telephone providers, whether it's Singtel, StarHub, or anybody else. Grab a hold of it, as there's also the authorized distributors. Or if you want to find out more about the phone itself, head on over to the Asus website, all right, to find out more information about this really, I think, affordable and very useful phone. Till then, this is Renee signing off from Revv Evolution on our so-called technology episode, all right, and more episodes coming away, from everything from lifestyle to motoring, on Singapore's only motoring, lifestyle and cultural platform. And of course, we're here at the White Monkey, and I thank my good buddy Haslee there for the excellent cup of coffee, and for all of you for watching our episode. To find out more about all the stuff we've done, head on over to our website and all our social media platforms.